Hey everyone! Alright guys, welcome back, and this video is the third in the series, or part 3, regarding the spiritual development program, okay? So my name is Laura, I am the founder of the Spiritual Safe House, and like I said, this video is going to kind of wrap up the third month of the spiritual development program, okay? So I really hope that this 3-part series gives you a little better understanding on what exactly we're going to be working on during this 12-week program. And I hope you guys are as excited as I am about this, because I am super excited to work with you. Okay, so like I said, just kind of summing up once again what I said in part 1 and part 2, that my program is really just about you being able to find peace and tranquility and calmness in your life, despite the fact that you are going to have struggles and trials during your life. But I want you to be able to get to a point where you are able to face these trials, and be less reactive to them and more understanding. And in return, being able to keep that peace of mind and being able to keep that tranquility with you, excuse me, despite the fact that you're going through challenges, okay? Excuse me. Okay, so once again, this is really about, moving through that 3D consciousness piece of life, moving closer into 4 and 5D consciousness. And just very quickly again, 3D consciousness being that, negative, that negative space, that drama, I can't do it, this is the only way to live, feeling like there's not any other way out. Okay, and 4D being that, you are feeling that that awakening stage. You're feeling like you can change, feeling like you have a little bit more control over things. You're seeing that there is a different way to do things, okay? It's more of an awareness of your negativity, and a purposeful and conscious choice to change those things, okay? And 5D consciousness is just really living from a place of love and bliss and understanding, non-judgment, and tranquility in your life daily. Okay, so that's what I want you to get to. Okay, that's what I want you to live with. All right, so when you are faced with a challenge, you can learn from it. Instead of being like, oh my God, what am I going to do? How am I going to get through this? You feel more confident in your ability to sit back and say, okay, I can handle this. I know I can learn something from this. Let me just take a step back and look at this calmly. Okay, so that's where we want you to get. All right, so month 3 is all about being your biggest supporter. Okay, so you can see yourself soar. And I think this month could possibly be the most exciting one, because while, during month 1 and 2, you are going to be gaining confidence, but month 3 is really just about amping that energy up, making sure that you are in the highest vibe of confidence that you can be in, so that when we are through the program, that you really feel that you have the ability to take all of these skills and take everything that you've learned and follow through with them without a coach. Now, after you're done the program, I absolutely will be here for you to answer any questions. If you have any slip-ups, have any hiccups in your life and you just need a little bit of support, absolutely I will be here for you, but I want you to feel confident that you are able to take what you've learned, take these spiritual tools and use them in your daily life, okay? So, like I said, month 3 is about being your biggest supporter. And the first thing that we're going to do to start that off is to work on your confidence and empowerment. So why is that so important? So, like I just said, I want you to leave this program knowing and feeling that you have a strong sense of, what you need to do during difficult times, okay? I want you to gain as many tools in your spiritual toolbox that you possibly can, so that when you are faced with a challenge, you'll have a few different things that you'll be able to try out and see what's going to be working best for you, okay? Because not every skill is going to work best in every situation. So I think it's important to have a lot of different things in your toolbox so you can try different things at different times. And by having those tools, that will give you the confidence and allow you to feel empowered to take control over your life. Okay, and that's what we want. I want you to feel empowered, that, and know that you are worth it, to be able to have peace in your life every day. You are worth that. That's what I want from you, for you. Sorry. I want that for you. I want you to be able to feel tranquil and feel calm, have less anxiety, less depression, and just less times when you are feeling out of sorts. That's what I want for you. Okay, and you absolutely deserve that. So during month 3, when we first get started, that's what we're going to focus on: amping up your confidence. We'll go over any other things that maybe you're feeling unsure of, where you think you might need the most confidence. Okay. And we're also going to focus on the areas where you feel that you do have a lot of confidence, because you really want to accent those things about yourself as well. Okay, so you can just keep that in mind and know that you already are confident in some areas of your life. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so you are confident in even more areas of your life. Okay, so after we do that, the next week is going to be about affirmations. Okay, now affirmations, I think, are so great, but the one thing about them is that, let's say that one affirmation that you're saying is that something like, I'm going to feel more confidence in my life. I'm going to feel more confidence in my life, or I want more confidence, something to that effect. It can be anything, but you can say these affirmations 1,000 times a day in your head if you want, but if you're not really feeling the emotion behind them, they're not really going to have that much effect. And I think that's one thing that people fail to realize when they're working with affirmations. So it's not just about, repeating a positive statement over and over and over again, okay? Because you can just get used to saying that, but if you're not feeling real good about yourself while you're saying it, then it isn't going to work. So you really want to be able to get yourself into a space where you feel that. Okay, so what we're going to work on is we're going to work on whatever affirmations you feel, and we'll develop them together. Whatever affirmations you feel are going to be working best for you, we're going to focus on times in your life where you have felt them the strongest, okay? And so when you really feel that, feel those feelings and emotions from that time inside of you, that's what I want you to feel every time you're saying these affirmations to yourself, okay? Because it really is the emotions behind it, all right? And, the law of attraction says, that thoughts become things. But it's not just about your thoughts. It's the emotion behind it, okay? So that's another thing that we're going to focus, very closely on. And I will have some affirmations, that I can, offer to you. But I want you to be able to, have a strong say in, because this is your life, right? And you're going to know what's best for you, okay? So I really want you to be involved in, in developing these, okay? So that's what we're going to do. That's for the second week in month 3 we're on. All right. Now, next, we're going to go over grounding and a sitting meditation. Okay. And I think that this is really important. And this also goes back to month 1 and month 2 regarding mindfulness, and the body scan. These all are really interconnected. And after you're done the program, you can kind of pick and choose which ones really resonated the best with you, and you can switch them up a little bit. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but the grounding and the sitting meditation are really, really helpful, because we can sometimes get so caught up in things that are happening, and positive things as well, and we have to make sure that we are grounding ourselves, and that we're staying in reality with things. Just like when I was talking about in the first series about, your goals, and part of the making goals is making sure that they're realistic, okay? And making sure that your goals are realistic and being grounded will help you to do that, okay? So we're going to practice some sitting meditation. And like I said, there's no right or wrong way to do this. And you can combine this with the mindfulness, okay? And if you really resonated with the body scan, you can do some of that with the sitting meditation. So it's really whatever is going to be working best for you, okay? And these things, by practicing these things, you can take these with you. And some of these things are things that you can do, when you're with other people and nobody would even know that you're doing them, okay? But it's just a way to keep yourself centered and calm. And like I said, that is the whole goal of all of this, to make sure that you are able to walk through life in peace and calmness. That's what we want, okay? So for the last week, what we're going to focus on is staying strong without support. So I really think that this is an important piece because not everybody has support in their life. Okay, now, like I said, I will be here for you, obviously, during the program, and I will be there for you after the program. But sometimes not everybody has as much of a support system around them as other people do. So I think it's really important for us to focus on what to do if you get in situations where you're feeling like you don't have a lot of support, or even if you have a lot of family and friends around you, but they don't really get what you're doing. They're kind of like, well, why are you going to a coach? Or, sometimes people think that this is, like going to a therapist, and that can have a stigma behind it, or maybe they don't really understand the whole spirituality piece and where you're coming from with this. So all of those different things we're going to kind of talk about, and so we can prepare for them. Because even if you're not going through one of those things specifically, I think it's still good to talk about them and go through, what can come up, because at some point in your life, maybe it will come up. And it's good to be prepared for things like that. Okay? So that is month 3, and that will wrap up the program. Okay, so once again, month 3 is all about being your biggest supporter and being able to watch yourself soar after you're all done the program. Okay, so we're going to go over confidence and empowerment, affirmations that'll keep you in that high vibe state, how to stay grounded. We'll do a little bit of meditation, and then also talk about what you can do if you're feeling unsupported or if people just don't get you, and how you can stay strong during those times. Okay? So, if you guys want to watch, if you missed the replay and you want to watch them from month 1 and month 2, both of the replays are on my page, The Spiritual Safe House, on Facebook, and you can also see them on my YouTube channel, The Spiritual Safe House. Okay, so I just wanted to, take a little bit of time to tell you a little bit more specifically about what the program is about, and I cannot wait to work with you guys. Okay, so once again, this is really just about bringing spiritual tools in so that you can walk through life with the confidence that you can live in peace, that you can live in calmness, and you don't have to be so reactive. You can learn to be more understanding to situations, and you can learn how to want to learn something from difficult times. Okay, so once again, if you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. You can PM me at thespiritualsafehouse.com, or you can email me on my website, and also check more out about the program at my website, thespiritualsafehouse.com. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.